guys, and welcome back to another vlog. The lion's mane is a bit real right now, so I need to clean out my brush as well. That's disgusting. Okay, we just won't look at that. Yeah, my skin and my hair right now are in serious need of some attention, some TLC. So I've come in from sunbathing. I've been in the gym this morning. I've not washed my hair since Thursday because that's when I went to the hairdressers, and it's now Monday. So I only like to wash my hair about once or twice a week just to keep the natural oils in it, and then in between I can wear it down for the first few days, and then my clamps have to come into play with the sleek bun hair looks, which is fine because I like them too, but when it becomes greasy on top and frizzy on the bottom, it's not the best look. So I've come in from sunbathing, and my sunbathing hasn't been that relaxing this morning anyway because the neighbours are having something done in the garden, and the neighbours, like directly behind me, so there's a lot of banging and just whatever you do when you're building. As you can see from my skin as well, I've got a few breakouts. So I think the plan is today we are going to do hair mask, deep condition, face mask, a deep skincare routine, and then I'm probably going to pop in my hair curler set, which is the satin little rollers that you sleep in. So James is going to thank me for that when he gets to sleep next to me tonight, and that's only because I'm going to be doing another video tomorrow of my Shein. I'm just going to go with Shein. A lot of people around where I live say Shein. My Shein order. So yeah, I want to look nice to show you all the new clothes that I bought, and the 3 items that I sent back I forgot to show you before I sent them back because they're on that time limit, you know, where if you can only send them back within so many days, and I was humming and hawing on them for a few days, so that it left me a small amount of time to actually get them back. So I sent them back this morning, and I thought my video I didn't show the guys what I was sending back, so I'm just gonna have to show you the pictures on Shein's website, the little app that I use, of the clothes that I sent back. I do regret sending back one of the tops, but we're just going to have to go into detail about that tomorrow, because if I do, I won't shut up and then we'll end up just having to do the haul when I need to do something about my face and my hair today. Yeah, let's look at the products that we'll be using. Okay, so for the leave-in hair mask, I'm going to be using the Garnier Ultimate Blend Smoothing Hair Food in Coconut and Macadamia. One of them. And then when I was paying for the glossy boxes, I got sent 2 of these in the boxes. What are they? A regenerating mask with rare prickly pear seed oil. Now it says, that's all in French, apply a small amount after shampooing, so that'll be later on. And then the Brave New Hair Keratin Mask Concentrate for instant smooth and resilient hair with keratin amino acids. It says apply after using keratin shampoo. I don't have keratin shampoo because the only keratin shampoo that I can find has loads of silicone in it, so actually it's just got silicone in it. No, it doesn't. So we can use both these after shampooing. I don't actually know if the Garnier has, I mean, if it's got silicone in it, it's a bit too late anyway because I use it all the time. Not that I can read, not that I can find. Get rid of all this hair in my brush. I've also decided that instead of spending all my money on clothes and whatever else this time around when I get paid, I'm going to spend loads on hair care and skincare because I really want to try the Olaplex. There's a bit of skincare that I got my eye on, so for the next month it's probably going to be less of a, no, saying that, I'm still got my eye on a whole basket full of clothes off Pretty Little Thing and a whole basket full of clothes off Shein. So maybe it's just going to be a mixture of both. I'm going to be extra skint next month, but we have got also a wedding to go to. Also, whilst we do the hair mask, we'll start off with the hair mask, so you can have a nice little catch up whilst I do the hair mask. What's behind me? Oh, it's my pyjamas. I've got to be careful what clamps I use because some of these clamps are in tomorrow's haul. I can use this one. So what I'm going to do is part my hair. Oh, I'm also sweaty. So I've literally just come straight from the gym and I thought there's no point in getting a shower or anything right now because one, I want to do a hair mask and like look after myself a little bit. And two, if I'm going to be sitting outside and sunbathing, because today it's 30 degrees in England. Where did that come from? It's nice though, I'll accept it. I'll accept it nevertheless. I'm such a child. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that there's no point in washing my hair if I'm just going to sit outside and sweat in the sun anyway as well. Anyway, so yeah, so I got back from the gym and James came home for his lunch. Let's apply the face a little bit. So basically I just took a chunk of it on my hand. It's probably a little bit too much of a chunk for this small section of hair. And I like to do this as well when my gym kit needs washing. So especially this sports bra does need a good wash. So it's fine if the conditioner gets on this sports bra because it's going in the wash anyway. And I am one of those who likes to take full advantage of the sun. Like the ice cold drinks are out, the garden furniture's out, I'm reading my books, I'm catching up on YouTube, I'm catching up on films. And meanwhile my washing is drying outside as well. I want to take full advantage of the sun. Like I am that person who was like, right, there's a slight bit of sun, everyone out. So basically, of course it though. I just keep sectioning off my hair and applying the hair mask. But there are a few different hair masks that I want to try. Milkshake have got a load of nice shampoos and like deep conditioners out that I really want to try. Probably been out for ages, but I've just never seen them before. But my hairdresser, she bless her, she's so good. She's just moved into a new place where she's her own manager and she's got people working for her and it's really, really good. And she's always got like shampoos like Olaplex and Milkshake and all of that like out on display. And I was like, oh, I'll try that and I'll try that and I'll try this. So that's where I got my inspo from. Thanks, Ashley. Starting to panic, but we've finally got a deposit for the house. We just need to find a house now. We need to go to a mortgage advisor, but we're going to do that I think in September, just because James is really busy in his business at the minute because of summertime. This is the busiest time of year, so we're going to go in September when his business starts to chill out a little bit. And we should have a bit more of a deposit saved up for then, and hopefully we'll actually find a house that we like on the market, because the market's still a little bit too high for us at the minute. Still a little bit too high, and we don't actually find a house that we like. The only house that I do like is well out of our budget range, but not in the case of like, oh, I've seen this massive house and I want it. As in a case of that is probably a house that we could afford, it's just priced far too high at the minute on the market, and the house that we could afford, we went round to have like a little like drive-by look at, and they are just not worth it. And the house that we were looking at was a 2-bed semi-detached, in like an enclosed close. I'm not saying that you could go in one way and come out the other, like a loop. But it was priced like, I can't remember how much it was now. I can't remember how much it was now because we've done that for quite a few houses now. But I just remember when we went to go see it, me and James like took a look at the house, took a look at each other, took a look at the house again, and we were like, they've got to be having a laugh. Like, that is just not worth what they're asking. And it's just because houses are so much in demand at the minute, and people, because they saved up so much money from COVID being in lockdown, they're spending it. So people are buying the overpriced houses, so I'm gonna have to wait for it to calm down a little bit. Calm down now. And then I think I'm gonna go in with my Milkshake Incredible Milk 12 effects, just to add some effects to the hair. I've also got to be careful now since I've added blonde into my hair about like UV damage, so it doesn't make it like a bit of an orange tone. Right, and I think I'm going to leave this in for about half an hour. The tub says use on wet hair and leave for about 3 minutes, but because I put it on dry hair and my hair hasn't had a wash in a few days and it's feeling a bit dry and a bit just unloved from the sun, I'm just going to leave it in for a little bit longer. I'll probably catch up on a film that I'm watching and then I'll wash it out. And then I think I'm going to do my face mask after my shower. But yeah, me and James are coping, living together. Teamwork, we're building on it. Definitely realising that to live together, it is definite giving and taking, that if one person cooks, the other person cleans. If you notice that the bins are empty, then empty it. If you take like the last cold drink out of the fridge, then restock it. Make sure like you wipe after yourself and clean up after yourself. It's a lot of like giving and taking, and I think we're just trying to learn how to work as a team because we're both still really young in ourselves. And I think like to get a house, it's always, everything is a learning curve, and I think it's been nice to have this like 2 weeks worth of practice when mum and dad are away, because not only like are we, because normally when we stay with each other we're just like, we're either not working or we're both abroad and just enjoying ourselves on holiday, so we can just sleep in and relax and not have to pay for things or worry about things. Whereas this time round we're paying for food shops, we are working at the same time. I work shift work, he works 8 till 5, Monday to Friday, so sometimes we overlap or clash on our shifts. Sometimes like today, like things like today, like he's in, I'm off. So yeah, it takes a little bit of giving and take. So for me, obviously, because he's in work today and I'm off, I do everything, and I'm going to cook and I'm going to clean because he's been in work and I'm off. But then it's also got to be like when I'm in work and he's off, do the same. And like I said, if one person cooks, the other person cleans. But we're learning as we go, and we're just trying to build our team working skills, which sounds really cheesy, but it is teamwork, because otherwise if one person's just stuck doing everything, you're gonna get a little bit of a clash in the house. So yeah, surviving, doing well. 4 days to go, and we're still looking at houses with each other. We're still wanting to move out with each other, which is good. And now we've got the deposit. It's just a case of waiting to speak to a mortgage advisor and wait to find the right house on the market. I also need the market to crash at the minute as well, because the market's far too high. Yeah, it's just far too high. We've done a few drive-bys yesterday of houses that were on the market that we were considering, and then when we actually get to them, because like Rightmove have like some good angles that they take pictures on to make the house look really big and really spacious, and then when you drive past them you just think it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. The house that we were looking at was 210. Yeah, 210, and it was say 2 beds, semi-detached, and it looked quite big, quite spacious, like you could expand on it, like you could do stuff with it. And when we drove past it, the gap between the house and the fence, it looked massive. It looked about like wall to wall, like massive. And then when we drove past it just to see like, oh, what's the area like, the gap was about this big. I'm not even joking, like the brick was nearly touching the fence, and I thought, I can't expand on that. And then the windows that looked massive on it were also like half the size that it looked like. And we were getting the pictures up on my phone, and he was going, "Are you sure that's the right house?" I was like, "Yeah, look at the window frames, look at the door, look at the driveway." And he was like, "Oh God, yeah." And then look at the house number, and he was like, yeah, like it's all there. I was like, it's just not the same house. And the house that we were actually seeing with our actual eyes, which is the one that counts, the house wasn't worth 210, not in the slightest. So I said to him, instead of rushing moving out and spending extortionate amounts of money on a house that just isn't worth it, why don't we wait until the house market decreases a little bit or slows down at a minimum, and we actually spend money on a house that we actually want, rather than just spending money and then end up being in, is it a negative equity? A negative status? A negative, like where you've already lost money. It's negative something. And I don't do negativity. So I said, yeah, why don't we just wait and then actually spend our actual money on a house that we actually want. For me, and I think for James as well, we want a house where maybe it's a bit older and it needs just nice things doing to it, like a wall knocking through to make it a bit more open space. The garden needs doing, and the bathrooms are a bit like 60s where it's like peach or like mint, and that they need doing. Like a house that's had like an old couple live in it, like that sort of house, that sort of cute feel. And then the effort that you put into the house will just make you love the house even more, because you put all that effort into it, and you're thinking, oh well, yeah, like we're showing everyone around, it's an empty house and all these walls up, well we've knocked this wall down and we've made this kitchen and the bathroom's different, and like you put your own spin on it. It just makes it all more worthwhile, because you just put all that extra love and effort into it, rather than buying a new build and just going, well, we're in. Like, don't get me wrong, it's easier, especially for someone who works nights and another person who works 8 till 5 Monday to Friday. It's definitely easier just to go into a new build. It's just not for us. We want to put effort into a nice house, but they're just not on the market these days, and if they are on the market, they are well above what you would pay normally, well above, so they are just not worth it at the minute. And I just think, while we are not desperately trying to move out, we'll just wait, which is killing us. But at least we'll have more of a deposit, which means less mortgage to pay, which means we can actually do things to the house when we get in there, rather than just waiting around and saving up again, which is always good. But I shall see you in a minute when my hair mask is all done, and then we're going to move on to washing our hair, doing our skincare. I'm going to stop chatting because I'm going to bore you off this video. I think we'll have a little catch up as well with the doggies, because me and the doggies are here, and James finishes work in about an hour and a half, so I'm sure he'll want to say hi on the vlog as well. I think I might also print off some pictures that because I've got, if you see in the corner, I've got a load of photo frames that I've bought for the house that doesn't exist, that James keeps saying, that I need to like prep for the house. I need to buy some other frames, because I've just got white, but I also want to get black, and then whatever feature colour I go for on the house will also get that colour frame as well. And I want them like Modern Family, where they go up the stairs, so they look really cute and nice, and homely and personal, give life to the house. So I want to prep them with some photos that I love. I bought utensils. Wait. I don't think I showed you my colander. I bought a colander for pasta, because pasta is a main character in my life. Now, I got these off Amazon. I can't remember how many I get in a set, but I've got 2 boxes, and they're all jam-packed with utensils in. Spatula. Yay! So got them. So currently we're full of jars, vases, picture frames, a colander, somewhere I can put toilet rolls and utensils now. Oh no, I've got forks and knives as well, and glasses and mugs. Just need things like plates and bed. I mean, we have got beds, but not the bed that I want to decorate the house with. I have an issue. I have a spending issue, but we're not going to talk about it. So I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Right guys, hair is done. I've just washed it and dried it. I left the hair mask on for about 45 minutes because I got too sucked into this series that I've started on Prime. So I'm feeling a lot better, certainly a lot more flowier, softer, just a lot better in general, so thank God for that. James just come home as well, and I did his hair mask as well, so he was made up with life. And then I've just used the milkshake again when my hair was wet before I dried it, and then the Weller oil reflections once my hair was dry, just to add a little bit of oil back into my hair. And then for body, I used a mix of Aveeno, which is prescription because I have a weird skin condition that flares up when I'm stressed, and then the Vaseline Cocoa Radiant Pure Cocoa Butter Body Lotion, so a combination of the both, because this one isn't scented, so I have to use this one as well. And then it's time to move on to skincare, which some people might find it a little bit weird that I've washed and dried my hair and then moved on to skincare. It was mainly for the point of the video, because normally I stay in my towel with my wet hair like tied up in the towel, and then I do my skincare routine. But for the purpose of the video and a little bit of dignity for myself, I've decided to wash and dry my hair, get dressed, and then we'll do my skincare. So I'm just going to clamp my hair back with the clamp. Ow! You know what, sometimes clamps sit so nicely in your head, and then okay, they really, really hurt. Okay. So I'm going to take you into the bathroom to start off the skincare routine. It's really important to stay hydrated. As well, so ice cold water in my little Starbucks cup, because it's really hot in here now. More the fact that it's like 30 degrees today, and there has just been 2 people in this bathroom having hot showers. I've lit the candles, the windows are shut, and I've just blow dried my hair, so I'm sweating now. So roll up my sleeves. I've also this month, because I always treat myself, treated myself to a Foreo like electrical like face scrubbing. So if I press the back, dead exciting. Ooh, need to hold it, turn it off. So normally I just go straight in with CeraVe. I don't like to exfoliate my skin more than once a week, and I need to find a new exfoliant, which is what I need to buy next month, because I don't think the Nip and Fab one does much for my skin. I still end up with blackheads and just doesn't really exfoliate as much as I like. So a little bit on the Foreo. I'm just gonna wet my face a little bit just to dampen it off. I might also go put a headband on because my hair's falling out of this clamp a little bit. 1 second. Who is that fine human specimen over there? I exfoliate. Now I think, oh god, turn the tap off, best save the water. I wouldn't mind, but I've got a few of my friends who work for a water company, like a major water company in England, so they'd be like, water. yeah, I think this is a worthy investment. I think if any of you are like a regular on this channel, you'll know that I had a really rubbish like little £1 manual like face scrubber, which was fine. Like how long did I have it for now? Like over a year, and it was fine. Like my skin was fine with it. It's just I feel like this one, because it's electrical, it stimulates like the little like follicles on the Foreo machine to like really get in deep in my pores, so my skin has felt like really clean. I think I've had this for maybe like a week now and my skin has never felt cleaner. Besides the times that I've gone for facials, like that is something else when you go for facials. But I like to work this down my neck as well. See all my dressing gowns and towels on the wall. I'm so aesthetically pleasing, I really am. So we'll wash that off the Foreo brush, and then I need to wash my face, and then we'll go in the CeraVe. I want to try this CeraVe oil that like foams up, because I feel like if I see it foaming I feel like my skin is clean, which sounds a bit weird, but just one pump. Cause got a wet face now. And one pump of the CeraVe is more than enough. And then I'm just gonna go do the same thing again. I really need, I want to say invest. I don't mean invest, I'm just being too lazy. I need to go buy milk tomorrow. So when I'm out buying milk, I'll buy myself a little flannel just so I can like pat my face dry with my flannel, or like rub off the excess product with the flannel. I don't know how you dry it. How are you supposed to dry your face? You're just supposed to pat it with a towel. Is that proper skincare routine? I need to learn a proper skincare routine. But I feel like I'm getting there. There's progress to be had. I can't say peas with a wet face because it feels like I'm just spitting everywhere. Also, I can hear James banging around in the kitchen downstairs. It's making me really nervous. Like, what is he doing in the kitchen? To be fair, he is a really good chef, but I don't know why. I just need to learn to let go. Let it go, honey. So, the really good thing about the Foreo is it's got the little bristles here and then the bigger bristles at the top. That's on my CeraVe, by the way, don't panic. So these get in really deep into like my nose and my chin, because if you see, my chin has got a crease in it, so when I have to use my Foreo I have to go And James finds it dead funny, because I'm just literally stood there in the mirror going with my Foreo, but and there it is, all clean. You literally just wash your product off it. I'm sorry, new love. Right, if we take, this is why I've wet the bottom of my hair now. This is why I normally do it with my hair already wet, and then that way my skin care, like my skin's washed, my hair's washed. I dry my hair off and then I start off with my skin like serums and things, which might be wrong because my, is it follicles? Hair follicles? Pores might have closed up by then. Not have I? What day is it today? Okay. So to start it off, oh, should have kept the headband in. Yeah. We are going to be using the LMS Soothing Apricot Toner. Again, down the neck as well. And then I've got an array of serums that I go through because they all do like different things. Let's... Oh, this is another thing that I have to invest in because I want more of the originals serums. I've got the hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. I've got 2% hyaluronic acid and 2% diacid hyaluronic. Why? It's just hyaluronic. I'm trying to sound fancy. 10% niacinamide and 1% zinc. What else have I got? Figs and Rouge. Now this one is the Skin Perfection, so I use this before putting on my makeup, but I got this in a glossy box, so I don't know where you even buy it from, but I do need another one of these serums that you put on before makeup, just because it really does help my complexion when I put makeup on. I've got the Stabilised Active Collagen, I've got the Moisturizing Serum. Well, that's helpful, it doesn't tell you what's in it. Again, glossy box. And then I've got the Glycolic 10% serum, but this one you're only supposed to put on in the morning, I think. Yeah. Oh, keep out of direct sunlight.